Excellent.
I am included.
Perfect.
Put it on my phone.
Good evening, everybody. Slightly later than usual, but we've just concluded a GP2 race. Reasons for that, why it wasn't streamed, but joining me on this special edition is someone that's very, very good at doing everything in the league when I'm incompetent. Good evening, Sarah. How are you doing?
Good evening, I'm alright. I'm just back from being out, so yeah. How are you,
Good
Matt?
to have you here. Well, I'm actually pretty good. Better than I've been in a while.
Good. That's what we like
Good.
to hear.
Yeah. So, what are we doing here? I'm sure you're all dying to know out there in the world. Well, something happened tonight, and I will leave Sarah to fill everyone in on what that was,
Thank you.
because she's much better at words than I am.
Could you invite the person in for me, please?
Oh, that would be a
That would be necessary, yes.
that would be a thing. Yeah. Okay.
So obviously, that person is
Just
getting
send the invite
invited
now.
into the party. Hopefully they will join very shortly. For people who don't know, GP2's championship was decided this week, which I am happily to announce. I think the person is in the party. Are you here?
Hello.
Hello, Oliver. How are we?
I don't should be streaming. What's happening?
Well,
streaming.
Ollie.
Awkward.
And so just everyone knows, I'm putting this out there. Ollie does not have a clue what is going on. We haven't told him
I
anything.
don't. I've just been chilling
Just-
the rest of the night and I've just joined.
Yeah, just in case people think, oh, he knows, he doesn't. So, Ollie, it is with the greatest pleasure, as a team member in AL, that we crown you Tier 2 champion of Another Level Season 4.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean. I mean. Well, that's pretty good. I'm pretty surprised about that. I mean, I know I won tonight, so I knew it'd be quite a big of a gap over second place in championship. I didn't realize it'd be one tonight. Oh wow. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Oof.
Yeah, the
I was
gap
expecting
was
that.
the gap wasn't very. It was kind of close, and then obviously last week, I think it was basically decided last week, to be quite fair, but we left it to this week to see what happened, and yeah, so you won tonight's race. So obviously wasn't a podium. So how do you feel about tonight's race? That was round Brazil, yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty good. I got pole, which was all. You know, it's always good to get pole over one of the F3 people, which was actually in the race tonight. So it was good to have them in there. Good buddy racing with those guys, and yeah, it was a good. I had a good start. I think Beast Assassin and Devil jumped the start, and then I just had to keep behind them and keep my cool. It was a wet race up until lap 26 or 27, and then I just pit for softs and just kept my head down and kept it clean, didn't crash, no warnings, and yeah, just crossed the line. And I wasn't excited as I was last week after I'd won then, because that was that was a good feeling last week, but wasn't surprised. It was a little bit surprising because I wasn't actually expected to win it, but I still did, so yeah, it's good.
Yeah, obviously I wasn't on when the race happened. Mackie was. I don't know if you were spectating, Mackie. Obviously we had some
was
Tier 3 drivers.
Part-time. I was part-time racer, part engineer. Some Tier 3 people did join us tonight in an attempt to boost numbers, and
I mean,
not 100% perfect from all accounts, but I was the only retirement tonight. So, you know,
Shocking.
my week at Brazil just doesn't get any better, does it? Let's be honest.
Doesn't sound like it, to be fair.
You know, it's fine. It was a wet race. I wasn't
How
that
did
bothered.
how did the Tier 3 drivers go on with the Tier 2?
From what I'm led to believe, largely good. A couple of
Highest
small
finish was
minor
6, I'm
incidents,
pretty
I
sure.
guess. But yeah,
Sixth or
I think
seventh.
Lukey was P6.
No, it was
So good job
Assassin.
from him.
I think he spun in the
Assassin.
final corner.
Oh well, Lukey was
Wow.
up there as well somewhere. So yeah, good job
Ooh.
to all the tier 3 drivers. Entrusted lagged out.
Oh, that's
Internet
unfortunate.
died. Easton, same problem.
Ah, okay. So basically,
retired.
some potential tier 3s going up to. Well, we're obviously going
like-
back to tier 3 tiers, are we not, next season?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
potentially
just
going up.
like you said.
Ooh.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, like I've suspected some of these guys would be able to go into GP2 for a while, but
Mhm.
was never able to formulate anything. But yeah, it was a good building block, and hopefully next season things will be a lot more improved and a lot more seamless in transitions.
Hopefully. And I didn't pick the tracks, Ollie. Okay, Mackie did.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Ollie, obviously we have just crowned you tier 2 champion. How you feeling about that?
I mean, I came into the season just thinking, oh, it's just gonna be like last season of just trailing around at the back, barely getting points, like finishing 7th or 8th every race. You know, of course we had a lot more numbers at the start of the season with quite a few drivers which I knew that I wouldn't be able to beat, but over time they disappeared and I came out as one of the fastest. And I won in China, which was a long time ago. I think it was like 17 races ago now. And then after the last the last
you
two races I've
You
won.
won last week and you won tonight as well.
So that's kind of boosted my spirits, because like, alright, I'll go get the championship next week. I'll try and win. And now it's like just confirms that I've done it. So it's like I can like just sit back and relax. And of course I'm not going to relax. I'm always going to be practicing and getting quicker. But of course, winning it is kind of taking the pressure off my shoulders for now, or for the next race to not push and maybe I'll try and like get ahead of Devil and Mark, who I'm pretty sure were the two that are closest to me now. Skunk had gone, so yeah, I feel good about it, and I'll just like to dedicate this to my 3 best buddies on Xbox at the moment, which is you two and Martin, who's still there.
Thank
And
you.
of course, it's you guys both here for me all the time. When it's like, if it's not one of them, there's the other. So yeah, I just appreciate all that you do, and couldn't have done it without you both.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, dude.
Obviously, yeah, Devil is second at the minute with 11 points ahead of Mark. So it'll be good to see where they two finish next week, to see who is second and who is third, which we will confirm next week, obviously, because they're so close and there's still points available for them two. So that will be confirmed next week. Obviously, you had a lot of battles with Skunkburner when he was here, who is in the second position at the minute, but obviously is no longer in another level. So, I mean, what would you say to him, roughly? You know what I mean, about the battles that you've had for the top?
Well, if you ever end up watching this back, then I just want to say he's a great driver, and I think he's, apart from last week, he's I don't know what happened to him. He was a bit crazy what he did, trying to take people out on purpose and everything. But yeah, when it was like, I'll say to Canada and Bahrain, which are the 2 tracks we're doing here. Bahrain was my first podium of the season. I didn't finish the first race, but it's just I had a lot of pressure from the car behind, which was pushing me into him, and I just he's a quick driver, and we are very close on track most of the time whenever we are racing together. But yeah, it's always good fun to battle with him, but he's sometimes not got the best head on. But yeah, in Canada, I got pole there. I was leading for a little bit, but then the second place guy, I think, crashed or something, and he was there in second and was pressuring me. But yeah, whenever he goes up my inside, I always leave him room, and he always leaves me room, so it's good. Respect between us two.
Yeah, which is what we love to see in races. Obviously, yeah, we can read it up into a couple of tracks, I suppose, give some view, I suppose. But yeah, what was I saying? He was a good contender in the championship, and obviously, unfortunately, he is bowed out. Which leaves it now up to Devil and Mark.
Yeah, there's still Mark and Devil, which I'm pretty sure Devil's watching this at the moment.
He is, yeah. He is a viewer,
Well,
so Good evening,
Devil.
Devil.
I was gonna say, if it's not Skunk Bonus, you mate, you're a great driver, and I think you deserve. If I think if you were here the start of the season, you'd be really. I think this championship probably would have been yours, to be honest, because you are. I'd hate to admit it. I do. I think you are.
He'd be up there.
Yeah, you.
Absolutely.
He
Yeah.
would be.
You are
He's
a great
quick.
driver, sir.
Joined up France.
Yep, you're a great driver, sir, and I respect you a lot. So, and unlucky about tonight.
Yeah, he said cheers, mate. I'm watching the chat as we talk, but yeah. Oh, I didn't even put my setup on. Whoopsies.
Well,
What was it? Yeah, it's good to see you, Devil. Obviously, Devil, I'm hoping is going to continue with us next season as well. He is a quick
hope so.
driver, and he will be a tough contender. I think, obviously, in the top tier. So obviously you've got to defend your title as well as in the new tier, because obviously you might go up to tier 1, maybe tier 2, just depends on how testing and stuff goes. But yeah, no, he is quick, and he's bringing Renault points, which I'm happy with. I'm sure he's in a Renault. If I'm not, I apologise. But yeah, no, he is. Oh well, that's a spin. He is bringing the points home for us as well, so, you know, the constructors are looking quite good as well, are they not, Mackie?
I'll let you know in a minute. Can't remember.
Yeah, we have...
Focusing on his favourite track.
Don't distract me around Bahrain, please, for the love of God.
That's what I'm trying to do. You completely deserve the title, mate, but next... Mate, I will be going for the title, that's what I said. So next season he will be fighting you for the title, which we
Nice.
love to hear.
Oh mate,
really
I'm turning
good.
for my assist next season, so yeah, see how that goes. I'll probably be spinning every race, but
We'll get you all caught up. We've got a few weeks before the new season will start, and obviously that'll be after Christmas and New Year and things. But more on that next week. Isn't that right, Mackie?
Yep. There'll be a lot more.
Information will be coming next week, and another podcast, obviously, after
You know,
the race.
we're over 4th.
I came there. I didn't even have
209
my
points.
setup on, apparently. My setup was really bad there. But yeah, no, the constructors are looking quite good. We've got...
Just 200 behind Ferrari.
Yeah, 2 behind
You can do
Ferrari,
it.
so we, at the minute, Ferrari are
They'll feel the pressure next week, I'll tell you.
Exactly.
They're
We're
under
just gonna put a little bit of a commentator's curse on them now, but and Martin will scream at me shortly. But yeah, Ferrari are potentially, and that's got asterisk stars next to it, as I say, potentially constructors winners, with Racing Point. Oh no, Alfa Romeo, sorry, and
Alfa.
then Racing Point behind them, so it's up to Racing Point and Alpha to kind of pull the points out the bag that next week around Abu Dhabi.
You know, being an Alpha driver, I'd love to say that I could, but nah. I think I've done all I could.
know. It might.
It's just Devil's
It
choice if he wants to
might
take me out or
work.
not next week, and maybe get second in constructors.
I don't think Devil would take you out. I think he's a nice lad. I don't think he would do that.
Oh well, his name's Devil, so you never know.
And yes, Hunt, it is a bit late, but you know, we did have a tier 2 race to do. That's why
Yeah,
it
Hunted
was
on
a
one.
bit late. And since you've missed it, probably, obviously, we have just crowned Ollie tier 2 champion of
A month.
the season. So this is your first championship, isn't it?
Oh, crap.
Oh.
Oh,
You're not meant to do that, Ollie.
well,
And that'll be
have you won a title with driving like that?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, Mackie! Jesus!
I'm not responsible for that.
Oh God. Kiara, be quiet. Yeah, so like I said, Ollie, this is your first championship that you've won, isn't it? In AL.
Yeah, in AL. I've won other titles before in another league. Where I've slightly unfair because I won the championship by about 120 points back then. So that was when they put me in the wrong tier, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, in AL, this is my first time, and it's of course. I mean, yeah, it's good to finally kind of do what I want, do what I've been dreaming of since I was first joined this league. Of course, every driver's dream is to eventually become champion in a league. Of course, I love this league. It's a great league, great run by fantastic people, and it's always kind of win a championship in a league where you've got nice people that own it. Because if you win a championship in a league which has got owners which don't really do much, and it's a bit crap, then it won't feel as deserving because they don't really care. But yeah, it's good.
Hunted has said, well done, Olu, from the bottom of my heart, which is quite nice to see.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, like, obviously, next week we will be crowning, hopefully, Tier 4 and Tier 3.
No, we will.
I realistically don't want to do a race around Australia just to determine who's the winner of Tier 4. So, a little message, obviously, to Kane, and Messi. One of you is hurry up and win the fucking thing, please. I really don't want to do Australia. So please, for the love of God, one of you's win it.
Sorry, I
It's
love
close.
Australia.
Stream it, to be fair.
Exactly.
Mackie, do you want me to do it? I'll take
And
over
obviously-
Yeah, the last time
um,
you streamed, you broke it. That's why you did it in the first place.
And then in Tier 3, obviously, it's Easton and on the podium, which is quite close as well. I think, you know what, both tiers, in Tier 4 and Tier 3, I've literally got 3 points between them. It's 3
Yeah, and
points
there's
in
me,
both.
79 points clear. Oops.
And it's mad, like, obviously, to say that there's 3
Oh.
points between both.
Oh god.
Buffoon!
Maggie, did you just spin up at that right corner?
I've done a thing.
If you've done a thing, that'll be on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Mackie exposed.
I'm trying to read what Hunted said. Hunted said, not joking, mate. No, we don't get on all that well, but well done. Fully deserved that, pal.
I think you were ever nice to me,
You know
Hunter.
what? I'm just
Yeah, it's
stoked
nice of
that
you, mate.
2 of the divisions of the 3 we run at the moment are going to the final round. That's just what I always wanted when we started this season. Just to have clean, close racing all the way through, and that's what we've largely been delivered. Although the 79-point margin Ollie won by doesn't really suggest that, it's been a lot closer than that.
Yep, it has been close.
To be honest,
There was-
if Skunk was still here, I reckon it would have gone to the final round too.
I think it
How
would
close
have
we
went
are
to
on
the
track.
final round as well. I'm not going to lie. I think it would have. It was relatively close. Like, you raced, and I think there was a race that there was 11 points or something, and you brought it back, and I remember you were like, I'm not winning this championship, and
It was just
everything
a
else,
sure.
and I was literally turning around and saying to you, like, come on, you need to knuckle down and get on with it. Like, this championship is yours, you need to fight for it if you want it, and you did, and you've proved that you're worthy of a title, to be quite fair. And Skunk Burner's worthy of a title as well, hopefully.
He already is a champion. He won the championship in
He
season
won
2 of
one
this league.
in season 2, I believe.
See, I didn't know that. I've only been here this season, so you learn things every day. But
Get some history
yeah,
in this league.
yous are both worthy contenders, and obviously you've won this season. Devil's a really good contender as well for next season. I think Magic Mark will be as well, to be quite honest. He is quite quick as well. There's a few people that's quite quick. Hopefully Martin gets a better season as well.
Curse of the champion, that though.
Oh, well. Saw us all.
Let's not forget he won last season.
But yeah, he's. I think Martin can hopefully have a better season, and hopefully we'll have a better season as well, Mackie, and stuff like that, and everything's gonna pick up. But yeah, so it was quite close until obviously things happened and Skunk disappeared. But I think it would have went down to Abu Dhabi like the other 2 tiers if he was still here.
Yeah, I probably agree on that.
So yeah, it'll be good to announce the rest of the winners, obviously next week. So, I don't know, I mean, a little agenda for next week, if that's okay with you, Mac.
Yeah, that's fine.
Obviously we're doing this just now while we speak, but a little agenda for next week, we'll be doing a podcast after Tier 2's race. I'll see how many people turn up. If Jason doesn't want to stream it with 8 people and Tier 3 drivers come in, I'll happily stream it. It doesn't bother me. Then we'll do a little podcast afterwards, which we will announce the Tier 3 and Tier 4 champions. We will, and the runners-up and 3rd place as well. We'll do the 3rd place and the runner-up for Tier 2. I was going to say Tier 1 there.
I mean, can do that. Need to give Viper a shout out, because he probably would have won that tile.
To be fair, Viper was running it for, he was running it very, well into the few races in. So, yeah, shout out to Viper as well, our Tier 1 champion. Obviously, he's not here to have a little chat with us, but we will give him a little message and tell him.
Don't worry,
we
Tier
have
1.
not forgotten about Tier 1
here.
at all. But yeah, so we will announce obviously the Tier 2 runners-up and 3rd place, all of the champions in Tier 3 and 4. Also announce the Constructors champions, which I said looks like at the minute is Ferrari. Depending if Alpha and Racing Point can pull their fingers out.
Sorry, what?
Nothing. We will do obviously runners up and 3rd place of that as well, and then we will be announcing something very, very important, which will be put in chats as of next week as well for you all. We will need at least all of the racers, if not most of the racers, to watch the stream next Wednesday. I was like saying Thursday there. Next Wednesday, as like I said, there is a big announcement about next season, about new rules and all this. We're going to get all that out sorted, and also it'll be me, myself, me, myself, and I. It's just me. That'll be me, Mackie, and Martin, who's on the podcast next week, as well as we'll bring in all the drivers and stuff for their little chats before we do the announcements. And you can, when watching the stream, you can obviously shove in some questions for us as well, and we'll answer
Do you want me in
them
a
best.
party again?
No.
Oh.
No bet. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah,
If there are some questions, I want to have a Q&A. I'm going to...
Okay. You'll be in the chat anyway, you'll be watching the stream.
I won't.
But yeah, so, you can ask us questions as part of the team. We'll answer as honest and as best as we can.
Can I run the league?
No.
Oh.
And there's a lot of things coming in the new season that we have been doing behind the scenes.
We have.
This is the part that often drivers don't know about and understand.
Yeah.
But just because they can't see it doesn't mean it's not being worked on.
Exactly. Obviously, before I go on, Hunted put, yeah, mate, at Japan you gave up and lost all hope, but honestly you did really well. It's amazing to think I'm in the same league with people who have as much talent as you do. You're truly Asda boy. I think you're truly the boy, I think he means.
No, it's because I call him Asda
he's
boy.
Changed his thing as the boy
Oh, God.
somewhere.
It's because I call him Asda. No, it's because he's got Asda as his gaming picture, so I call him Asda boy on the screen.
Ah, right, okay, yours truly Asda boy, right, I get it now.
I mean, just for parity's sake, other supermarkets are available.
Yeah.
In case we get copyright here. Don't forget Tesco's and Asda's.
No, I'm looking for endorsements, damn it.
But yeah, so obviously what some of the drivers don't realise, and there is some of them watching, that behind the scenes, obviously there is a lot going on. And I just want to kind of get this out now because we've had a bit of... How can you put this nicely?
I can't.
I was just thinking that. We've had a little bit of tiffs and a
Why?
lot of
I would
crap
try-
put
I can
into
say BS.
drivers from drivers as well, and opinions and everything else. Yeah, we love your opinions. We want your opinions. We'll try
In
and
my
put
opinion.
everything in. Shut up. Don't you start. You can't use the name, so stop it. But yeah, like we as a staff and as a team, we value your opinions. Some opinions we don't take on and things like that. But what the drivers don't realise and
I have an opinion.
hurt the team in a way, mostly Mackie, because it made, and you know, I mean, I know Mackie won't mind me saying this, but it made the team feel really shitty, and it made Mackie as a league owner feel crap when the drivers were literally constantly, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not doing this. But what you guys didn't realise or understand is that behind the scenes, we're doing everything that we can. We've got a forum to run, a Discord to run, a YouTube, a Twitter, a Twitch. We have all this to do, as well as message you guys on Xbox, do driver talks and things like that, and organise stuff for next season. So when you think that the staff and the team aren't doing anything, we're actually making everything and putting everything in place for the next season, which obviously we will go into next week more. But yeah, so it's not that we're not doing anything, it's not that we're lazy and we can't be bothered doing whatever for the league. It's not that at all. And honestly, Mackie will agree.
Oh well, yes, absolutely.
I mean, it's just difficult.
It's just some things we do drivers don't need to necessarily know about, so because they don't know it or understand it, they think nothing's being done about stuff. All they got to do is just use what's between their ears, think about it, and actually listen to what we've actually said, and then there shouldn't be all these issues going forward.
Yep. Obviously, some rules that you guys have had opinions on, and you've come to myself, or you've gone to Martin, or you've gone to Mackie. We've taken all the opinions on board, which, like I said, we'll go into the rules and stuff more next week about what's changing, what's coming in, what's going out, whatever. We have taken some of them opinions into play, put them into the new rule book for the next season, because we've changed a lot of rules as well, not to benefit the team before anybody starts, it's more to benefit the drivers than anything.
Everyone. That's all the things are, like the rules are there to help everyone.
Yep.
And make their experiences better. Sometimes, on reflection, we've got it a little wrong, but that's only because people were just abusing it. So we had to do what we thought was best for the integrity of the league at the time.
Obviously, one of those rules would be the reading up rule, which we changed. Not how many races in? A few races in, we changed it, wasn't it?
I can't remember the point.
Not halfway in. We changed it
about
obviously
halfway, maybe a little
to a
before.
race ban because no one was listening to the
France
penalties.
time, maybe.
Yeah. No one was listening to the time penalties, and it wasn't realistically doing anything.
The only reason the rule was there is so that we don't have glitched lobbies, and if anyone else glitched out, we can give them time to get in, because not everyone loads in straight away. So that's just there so they get time to just actually, because sometimes you get a black screen at the start, so it's like cool, and then you get to the grid and there's 3 seconds to do setup. That's not fair.
Yeah. Obviously, I think obviously with the lobby host and stuff, you know, I mean, I'm the lobby host for Tier 4, and I try and give as much time as I can. But when it gets to a certain time at night, you know, I mean, the races, we're meant to go bang on 8 o'clock. If we have to wait for a certain person or somebody lags out and we have to wait for them to come back, we can't ready up straight away. And obviously, I try to give at least 2 to 3 minutes. If I go above that, it gets too late, and then it's just like, you're not finishing a race till half 9, quarter to 10. if not 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So,
Especially if it rains or it's Singapore.
yeah, exactly. So, you know,
Or both. At
the
Singapore.
rules are kind of there for a reason. Obviously, I think what we're going to do for next season, or we can discuss for next season, is maybe doing it that we wait the 2 minutes and then we ready up. And if no one's got their setup or anything on, then kind of tough because you've had that 2
that's on
minutes.
them, yeah.
Oopsies. And then I'm showing a bad example because I readied up before Mackie.
It's a sprint lobby. I'm not really that bothered.
Whoopsies. But
See, you're
yeah,
scared of Ferrari now. It's jumping up and down in fear.
I know, it's like, oh god, no.
I'm trying to do myself.
it.
I'm not even trying. I altered it. I need to alter this real quick.
You got 6 seconds.
Ollie,
Oh,
off the line, go straight, not left. Like
Oh yeah. That's
You
right.
have to like go straight. Yeah, so obviously, like I said, there's a lot of different things coming into play
better.
and things, but you know, I mean, don't be ever like the drivers that are watching, you know, what I mean, and hopefully the other drivers that watch this back. Don't be like worried to come
Don't be
to
a prick.
any of us, you know, like Mackie or Martin or myself, or even Phoenix, are entrusted with ideas or opinions. You know what I mean, or
We are here
you're-
to listen.
yeah,
Just remember that.
exactly. You know what I mean,
We always have been.
don't be scared to come to us with any problems either, because the thing is if you don't come to us with your problems, we can't fix it. We can't help or do anything to fix it, and that's what we want to do as a team.
Oh shit.
We want to try and help as much as we can and implement rules that you guys want in, or anything you want to see different. I have such a sore throat. But yeah, I'm going to put myself in the eye mode in it. So Devil has replied with, yeah, thanks guys. I help some other leagues. I'm in with Sheridan and that's hard enough for me, so I can only imagine how hard you work. So thank you for the hard work and making the league tick. Well, thank you for that, Devil. It's very much appreciated to hear that from from a driver. I mean, we don't. Thing is the league's for fun, and I'm sure everyone would agree with me that's in this party that the league is for fun. It's not anything serious at all. But we put the rules in place for a reason, and that's just to make everyone's racing experience more fun. And not have people take them out and everything else. You know, we.
Leon.
Ollie, shut up.
Careful.
I'll take that championship back, bitch. But
You need
yeah.
to delete all your points, you know.
But yeah, no, like, you know, I mean, the rules and things are there for a reason. We're not just making up crap as we go along. We're doing it for your enjoyment as well as ours. And, you know, it's hard because like, we're not wanting, like, we are wanting an appreciation, but we don't want it, like, how do I put this? Like, we don't want everyone to go, oh, we appreciate you, or whatever, every week. Like, that's not what we're saying.
Don't kiss our asses
But-
all the time.
Yeah, we don't want you to kiss our arses. I went Irish there. Oh, fastest lap! First time
Little
ever.
playground.
Record that.
On stream, man. Don't need to record it.
But yeah, you know,
Oh god.
as I've said in driver talks with drivers before, and I will repeat this till I'm blue in the face. If you respect us, we'll respect you. If you respect your drivers, they'll respect you back as well. That's all it is. It's respect.
Speaking of
You've got
respect.
to gain. You've got to gain the respect, and you've
Feel
got.
space
You know, what I
then.
mean? You've got to earn it. You know, and that's all we're asking for is a
Have
bit
you
of a bit of respect. Oh, that was
there you
giving me a penalty.
I didn't see you.
You should just keep fighting up there. That's fine. I'll catch you eventually.
Oh, tits.
But yeah, no, all we're asking realistically is for a little bit of respect and appreciation for all the work that we've put in. And it's not easy running the league, and we've said this to Mackie, and that's why we're here as a team, myself and Martin, obviously, with Phoenix and Trusted.
Come here!
No.
No.
Oh, Mackie!
Ollie's fault, he gave me DRS.
But yeah, no, we appreciate
Has he
you
gone?
lot as
there he
drivers.
is.
We appreciate you turning up every week, especially the true racers who do turn up every week. Oh, there's a
I do.
penalty. I mean, we appreciate your time, we appreciate your everything that you do in the league as well, and I just want to say as well, Mackie, that we appreciate everything you do as well. Obviously, I know me and Martin give you a hand with a lot of things, with some things, not all of it. Like, you do a lot of stuff on your own, which the drivers don't clearly know. So yeah, you know, I mean, we all appreciate, like, us as staff, and hopefully the drivers appreciate everything that you've done for the league as well this season. So hats off to you.
Thank you for that. Like, sometimes I worry that I don't do the right things all the time and things like that, but yeah,
Oh, there goes the brake marker board.
everything I try to do is for the good of the league, and yeah, I just appreciate those words. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I mean, I know
Fine.
Martin is obviously in the party, but his audio is not included, but I'm sure he would have agreed with everything I just said.
He'll come back now and say, what was that I want to listen?
He probably will. It's Martin, you know what I mean? He's probably sitting there going, what? What did you say? I realistically wasn't
Probably
kidding.
asleep. It's past his bedtime.
Yeah, Martin does have work soon.
Bless him.
In the morning, so he does have to go back from work. He's probably waiting for us all to come off stream so he can say bye.
Say it now, as long as his audio's not included.
Well, that's very true. But yeah.
Aki,
So was that?
away.
Is it sunk in yet, Ollie?
Pardon?
Do we need to send your trophy in the mail?
And
It's a little plastic trophy, by the way. It's all he's getting. We'll send it to the rest of you as well. We'll send you some
I
medals.
could have been gold. It's reading the most consistent one.
I'm just kidding, by the way. We're not sending anyone any trophies. Maybe next
Oh,
season.
tits. Oh, he's only gone and done the other line. Ah,
Mackie's in a Ferrari? Wait a minute. I thought he was in a McLaren.
he moved me off
Maybe.
on the line.
It said Mackie
75,000.
Ferrari. Like, he literally said Mackie Ferrari.
Oh, spoilers of what car he's getting next season. Oopsie.
If I get a Ferrari, I'll be sad.
Are you
Fuck
sure
shit.
that Mackie won? You won.
No,
Is
it,
it-
He won because I got a penalty on the final corner.
Ah, okay.
yeah, I got a penalty on the final corner too. So,
Ah.
well,
still
this
have-
is,
One and lap like.
I mean, we still have 5 years. I'm surprised, like, they haven't got bored of our voices yet.
I think there's only two. There's
Who could ever
three,
get bored of your voice?
There's three real
Everyone.
viewers, and there's
No,
two of those bots.
They would not.
I'm in the stream, so.
Yeah, I'm in the stream as well. It says 6 on mine, but
Oh,
yeah.
this
But yeah, so we've done.
Yeah, leveled up.
I leveled up last time. 4 seconds, Mackie. 2 penalties. Shocking.
Yeah, I know.
Mackie confirmed.
That's why I
dirt
didn't win
driver.
last night in Brazil. Well, I finished 12th.
Did you win
To be
tonight?
fair, the penalties in Brazil were ridiculous. I think Abu Dhabi's gonna be worse.
Oh, I've won championship again!
Oh, for fuck's
Oh,
Just to confirm
there we go
everything.
again.
yeah, just to
Yeah.
confirm that he's definitely won the championship. There he goes and does that again. With a tier 3 and a tier 4 driver in the place.
Yeah.
Oh.
If I didn't get that penalty though, I would have beaten him at Canada.
I've diagnosis.
Yeah, Canada's my playground, so I need to kind of get
Did you
a
win?
bit more speed on that. Shut up. Hunted has just put in the chat.
Hunted.
Honestly, I should be focusing on my sixth form, but I always make sure I can race because I know how hard you all work. I appreciate everything you guys do, and I don't not want to race because I feel like it's wasting your time when you're doing all this hard work to get a small grid with non-close racing. To be fair, tier 3 was quite busy last night, which is
The same for
Unusual.
Tuesday tonight, to be honest.
it's kind of unusual. So hopefully,
Oh, I got stage right.
Mackie, you had more penalties than me. Something went wrong. Well, I'm saying nothing.
That's wrong.
It's maybe because he had me engineering him. That's maybe what it is. Usually, I'm a good engineer,
no.
but
It wasn't that. It's just, for whatever reason, sometimes you show up to track and you just drive like crap, and that's what happened to me yesterday. Didn't matter what I was doing, it was always wrong, so sometimes you have a race like that and just brush it off.
I think that drive it kind of cost you as well. It was like me, you know. I mean, I got a
that
drive-through.
drive-through was absolute horseshit. I'll put that out there now. Like, it didn't give me time to go under the Delta. Absolute bullshit. But, you know.
Did you record it? Did you send it to the steward?
I did record it, but I can't realistically get it removed.
Oh, no, that's very
You can't send it to the stewards because you're the one that recorded it. And normally they all send them to you.
Well, no, he can.
Exactly.
He can send it
I can't send it to myself.
You can send it to the stewards, like put it in the steward chat and stuff. It was interesting.
Yeah,
I was
it's
a bit shocked getting P2 and Q2 yesterday, but don't worry, mate. It happens to me all the time.
Hunted, what is it with the essay messages that you're putting in chat right now?
Sixth form, you have to write in long sentences.
Yeah, exactly.
To get your work done properly. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
About that, like, I honestly don't mind if a racer can't make it for whatever reason. Like, if you got an exam or something, that's fine. I appreciate every driver that messages me and says I can't make it tonight, I've got this or that. It's cool. It's the ones that can't be asked to do that or don't bother till the last minute that it's like, you know what, it's not really good enough.
That's like, obviously, that's like tier 4 as well. I'm not sure about tier 2. But tier 4s like that, some of them obviously message me and say, yeah, I'm going to make it, no, I'm going to not make it. But there's a few that don't answer at all and they turn up, which is fine. But if they don't turn up, it's kind of sad if they don't give you a reason, because you have to put them as a no-show. And then obviously we have that rule that if you don't show up for 2 weeks in a row, you drop to reserve. So obviously if we have a full lobbies and every seat's taken as of next season, which I'm hoping it will be, we'll be looking for more drivers and stuff anyway. So
I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will.
Anybody who knows anyone wants to join the league, shove them our way. But you know, if all seats are filled, you will have the 2 weeks to, and if you don't turn up for 2 weeks, you will be put as reserve in that seat. If we have reserves to fill the seats, we'll take you out and put a reserve in.
Yeah.
Which is what was meant to happen this season, and it kind of did with a few. But yeah, so, you know, we have not forgotten about tier 1 at all. Obviously, all the tier 1 drivers that couldn't race this season because there wasn't a lot turning up and stuff. We've not forgotten about you guys. We hope that
we will get in touch with them soon.
Yeah, we hope that you guys stick with us and come back and do another season with us. If not, we fully understand. Be sad to see you all go, to be fair. But yeah, next season and next week, look forward to Abu Dhabi, get that out of the way, and then next season, new rules and new stuff coming our way.
New teammates, new cars for some.
Yep.
You know,
But to God, if I go racing,
design.
I'm going to jump out a bridge.
Shut up.
No, it's just the fact that before this season, I had the pink car twice in a row. I never get it again. I don't want it.
Well, I don't know what we were doing the driver draw yet. We haven't discussed that as of yet. We don't know if we're going to keep it the same or if we're going to change it up. So, you know, watch this space. That might be different.
Yep.
Exactly.
We have decided.
Yeah, we'll have that chat. Hopefully, sometime this weekend. Or this week.
I'm sure we will do. I'm sure we will.
And you're right, Hunted. Abu Dhabi is hell, and I'm not looking forward to it. You don't have to race it first. I do. I don't want to do
I have to
it.
race it last, which is always an advantage because you get to see people's strategies.
Exactly, and plus, if you're watching this races on Monday, Tuesday, you're getting.
I never do. I
and
just ask
because
questions.
Martin's our engineer. So.
Well, to be honest, I commentate for Tuesday, so.
Well, yeah.
I'll
So
bet
you
both.
see the strategies.
Yeah, I'm the best commentator.
But yeah, obviously, like I said, Martin is in the party, but
Kiki.
not got his audio included. But a big shout out to Martin as well for engineering me and Mackie. I don't think we could do it without you, to be quite fair. You have the strategies every week and setups and everything. So, and obviously Phoenix, because he helps sometimes as well. So a big thank you to you too.
I appreciate all the staff that have done anything from day one or more recently when they became staff. Like, I know that I couldn't do any of this without any of yous, so I just publicly want to say thank you for everything you've ever done this season. Long may it continue.
Thank you. That's very nice to hear too. Ollie, I'm not doing Abu Dhabi. No.
At least you get some
Don't
practice in.
Don't even try and kill me with that.
You were talking about it, so I thought it was only apt to change the track. Do you want to do one more track, or should we just piss off
Is-
and let
is it-
everyone
is it
go?
just the fact
I
that-
think we've been on for how long now? Near enough an hour. So
45 minutes somehow.
yeah, I think we've yapped enough.
Oh,
And
you see one more.
everyone. No.
It's in Singapore.
Obviously, Hunted has just put I'll cheer you on, Sarah. So thank you for that. I'm going to need all the help and the cheers I can get. And Hunted also put I'm going to spin out at turn 3 straight away. Obviously, Ollie won't be surprised. Laughing face.
Oh no, mate! You spin up, but that's what happens usually.
To be fair, I'm not too bad at Abu Dhabi. Like, I don't like the track, but I'm not too bad. So we'll wait and see what happens on Monday. But you know, I might end up going into next season with a penalty because I did say I was going to put Kane in the wall and Lion in the wall for jinxing me with
I
rain.
think-
So
I think it's unfair to carry penalties off unless it's. So
Necessary.
we might have to change it next week. We'll switch it to whatever people do in the race gets added
Britain
onto their race
short.
time for Abu Dhabi.
yeah.
You mental.
Well, yes, that's why they gave me some pills.
Oh.
Take one every day, I'm fine.
That's like give me some fucking shot. Okay.
To be honest, I've got some pills for my bloody back, so we're in the same boat there, mate.
Oh, that's what I forgot to get today. More painkillers. Jesus, need to do that tomorrow.
I got some of
Reminds me.
mine, but they have an aftertaste.
I'll do.
But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do now is shut my mouth and hand it over to Mackie to kind of sign us out.
Can I sign off? One of the champion.
If you want.
Wait, so alright, I'll just. Alright. Right, let's do this.
It's a
Hello
big moment.
guys, it's
Don't
me,
blow it.
Kimster. I'm champion now, and goodbye. Is that too much?
No, that's fine. Thank
No.
you very much.
No, you do it.
Me?
Alright,
Get it over and done with.
I was like, say, get Mackie to it. I'm really
Yeah,
bad at
I'll
it.
do it. I'll sign off now. Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. I know it's a bit late, but you know what? We'll give you advance notice. It'll be about the same time next week, I presume. Maybe a little earlier,
If
hopefully.
not, yeah, and it might be a
This time
longer
next week, guys?
podcast as well.
It might be longer too, but just bear with us for that. You'll understand when we get to the end and explain everything. But until then, we will see you next week for the title deciders for GP4 and Tier 3. Good night.
Night, everyone.